DNA proves Palestinian Arabs are more native to Israel than Jews. Have you heard this nonsense? Added to the long list of reasons why Jews don't belong in the Middle East. First, I'll explain why DNA tests do not prove that. Then we will assume Arabs are more native than Jews to Israel, and we can discuss why that only has meaning to haters. So, why are DNA tests almost worthless in determining where your ancestors come from? Because the DNA testing companies don't have DNA from people 100, 300, or 500 years ago. They only collect DNA from people today. That means they can tell you the percentage of your DNA that matches people who live in the area now, but who knows exactly what the DNA looked like of people who lived in that area 500 or 1,000 years ago. We know from Arab surnames and accents that most Arabs in the West Bank and Gaza came from Egypt, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Morocco, etc. It's well documented that hundreds of thousands of Arabs moved to the Holy Land looking for work in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The vast majority of Arabs there are descended from these people. They all know that. Because Jews have been spread out all over the world for over 2,000 years, their DNA is mixed with people from many, many different countries. That does not mean they're not native to Israel. All the archaeology, ancient art, coins, Dead Sea Scrolls, history, etc. are evidence that Jews are native to the Holy Land, as there have always been some Jews living there. In the past few years, archaeologists have discovered an ancient tomb in Israel from the late First Temple period, about 600 BC, and they found bits of skull bones to extract DNA. That may help answer how closely related Jews now are to those of 2,500 years ago. But it doesn't matter. I'll answer that soon. Now, let's assume the propaganda is true, and DNA shows Palestinian Arabs are more native to Israel than Jews. So what? Why would anybody but a hater care? Which country bases citizenship on DNA results? Which country grants land based on DNA results? What will France give me if I can prove my DNA is more French than all the French people living there today? Will they give me citizenship? Land? A tasty baguette, perhaps? Cultural identity and nationality are not the same as genetic background, often a very little relationship. So ancient DNA may be interesting, but proves nothing. Jews have a 3,000 plus year history in the Holy Land. Let's assume local Arabs have a 4,000 year history. Okay, that does not negate the Jewish homeland. That just means they both have a homeland there. That is why in 1948, the United Nations made the area into two homelands. Half the area an Arab homeland and half a Jewish homeland. But in 1948, Arabs refused. They felt the land must be 100% Muslim Arab, and 6 Arab countries attacked Israel, the Arab-Israeli War of 1948. 75 years later, almost all Arabs in the West Bank and Gaza feel exactly the same. The land must be 100% Muslim Arab and 0% Jewish controlled. Nothing has changed. No sharing allowed. Almost all this Arab propaganda, like the DNA nonsense, is designed to deny Jewish history and culture. It only appeals to those with hatred for Jews. Israelis have no need to deny anything about Arabs, because Israelis simply want them to live in peace. You know, peaceful neighbors. Not put all their time and effort into building missiles and tunnels like the Gazans have done the past 18 years. I'll never run out of videos to post, as the haters always think up new nonsense to prove that Jews don't belong in the land of the Jews. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Want real Middle East news analysis? Come join my channel. See you there. Cheers.